We trust our smartwatches to help make us healthier, right? But what if that trust is broken? In this explainer, we're peeling back the screen on all that wearable tech to reveal the secrets your watch is sharing about you.
This quote, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? We invite these incredible devices into our lives for our own good. But in doing that, we've basically placed a permanent, silent observer right on our wrist, one that sees and records everything.
And let's be honest, it's so easy to love them. They're just incredibly convenient. They blend right into our lives and give us these powerful insights into our health. What's not to like? And we're talking about the whole shebang, from the smartwatch that buzzes with your messages, to the fitness band tracking your morning run, the ring that monitors your sleep, and even the VR headset that takes you to whole new worlds. They've really become our constant companions. But here's the catch. Here's the trade-off. For all this amazing convenience, these devices are collecting an astonishingly intimate stream of data. I mean, they're not just counting steps. They are tracking your every heartbeat, your sleep cycles, even where you are moment by moment. And that raises a pretty big question. So what is happening to all this data? It's definitely not just sitting in your app. In the language of the tech world, your body has effectively become an API. Think of it like a direct line that other apps and companies can just plug into to read your biological data. And what they're reading is what's called your behavioral signature. Now, this isn't just a collection of numbers, not at all. It's a deeply personal, unique digital fingerprint of who you are, built from the very rhythm of your own body. So what actually goes into this signature? Well, think about it. It's your precise location history from your morning jog. It's that spike in your heart rate during a stressful meeting, which basically reveals your emotional state. It's your sleep cycle, your body temperature. And for so many people, it's even incredibly sensitive data, like their fertility window. This quote just puts it so perfectly. We think we're in control, right? We're the ones wearing the device. But in reality, this huge network of apps like advertisers and data brokers is basically wearing our data, using our digital self for their own purposes. Now, this might all sound a little bit abstract, but the consequences are incredibly real. So let's look at a couple of cases where this data left the app and entered the real world with a huge impact. So our first example comes from a murder investigation over in Connecticut, where a simple fitness tracker, a Fitbit, became the one witness that couldn't be silenced or intimidated. And this is where the power of this data just becomes crystal clear. On the left, you've got the husband's story. He's saying he was long gone when his wife was attacked. But on the right, the Fitbit's data, it told a completely different story. It showed her movements happening long after he claimed to have left. That data directly blew up his alibi, and it led to a murder charge. Now let's look at a risk that affects millions of us, probably every single day, often without us even realizing it. And this involves some of the most popular pregnancy and period tracking apps out there. So here's how it happens, right under our noses. First, you log incredibly sensitive health information. Step 2, behind the scenes, the app shares that data with third-party ad networks. And then, step 3, you start seeing ads targeted with this unnerving precision, based on private health details you absolutely never agreed to share for marketing. So these cases really highlight a bigger picture. There are systemic risks just baked into how these devices operate, and you know what? They matter to every single person who wears one. So what makes wearables this perfect storm for privacy problems? Well, for one, unlike your phone, they're always on, just passively collecting data. They sync up with a huge web of third-party apps. Their tiny screens make it really hard to manage complex privacy settings. And this is a big one. Because they're often seen as lifestyle gadgets, they can fall outside of strict health privacy laws like HIPAA, which is the law that protects your medical records in the US. And this is where it really gets personal. Just look at how this data could be used against you.
Your sleep data? It could be used by an insurance company to raise your rates. Your employer? They could use a company-issued wearable to monitor your activity. Your location data could become a tool for stalking. And advertisers could use your stress data to sell you products when you're at your most vulnerable. It's wild. Okay, it is a daunting picture, I get it. But you're not powerless here. You absolutely can get the benefits of these devices while taking back control of your data. So, how do you take action? First, seriously dive into your app settings and review your permissions. Turn off anything you don't need, don't just accept all the defaults. Second, check which third-party apps are connected and disconnect any that you don't recognize. Third, use data privacy laws like GDPR in Europe to request and even delete the data a company holds on you. And finally, use your voice as a consumer. We gotta push these brands for clearer consent.
So, where does all this leave us? Well, we are living through this incredible boom in personal health technology, but it really does come with a hidden cost.
Look, these devices are powerful tools. They can genuinely improve our lives, but we have to be really clear-eyed about the trade-off. In exchange for those benefits, we are handing over the most detailed and intimate map of our own existence that has ever been created.
This really just says it all, doesn't it? The fundamental rhythm of your life, your own heartbeat, that's personal. It should never, ever be a commodity to be bought and sold. And that brings us to the final, crucial question. Your device knows your health, your habits, your location, your secrets. The real question is, shouldn't you be the one in control of who else gets to know them? Think about it. Thanks for watching.